Yeah. So every
Oh, yeah.
time you launch the graphing calculator, you get a new, canvas here with graphing paper, and that helps. Okay, so maybe I want to talk about opening those data sets, but this part is a little simpler than entering the data. So where here you say, I'm typing. So I say y equals, I want one of those formulas, the cube minus x3 plus 5x squared. Okay, so minus x. And then I use, I guess we call this the caret to raise to a power, and then 3. And then you see how the cursor now is on that 3, on that exponent. So I have to use my arrow in my keyboard, the right pointing arrow, to kind of go back down. And then here, I'm just going to say this plus 1. Okay, it's not exactly, I'm just typing the formula. So you need to go back and type the formulas that are listed there. So if I click on number 2, or I can go to the plus sign and say, hey, another expression, I can say again, y equals, I don't know what I had there, but maybe it's sine. If I say y equals sine of x, then that appears. And there we have something like, I don't know, this is multiplied by a number. This looks insane. And then here, multiply by another number. Okay, that's maybe not so good. And if this number, maybe we need to make that number smaller, maybe like 4. And there you go. There is another graph. And the other expression, so I could use the plus sign, or I could just use click on, put the cursor there and click, and say y equals, what was the other thing we had there? Was it linear or was it a quadratic? Where's the chat? What was the other expression listed on the
It was 3x plus 1 over
okay.
x minus 2.
Ah, fraction, right? A fraction? Okay. So 3x plus 1 over, this is what could be a little tricky. If I say 3x plus 1 and then I use the over after the 1, what was the denominator? Please tell me again.
X minus 2.
X minus 2. So see, this is not exactly what I want. The x minus 2 has to be the entire denominator. So I have to put a parenthesis here, and I have to put 3x plus 1 inside a parenthesis, and then I go to the ending parenthesis, and I use the slash, and I have x minus 2, and then now that looks like that. Okay, so you have things here where you can, on the right corner, you can use the plus and minus to zoom in and zoom out. I believe that also you can unselect. So right now everything is selected, and if you click, so I'm taking my cursor, putting it in my blue one, and click once, and then it's kind of selecting and deselecting. So I'm deselecting 1 and 2, so which were in 2 colors, and now they go away. And then I can zoom out, zoom in. I'm gonna bring them back, right? And now I have the 3 figures there. So one thing that you see in that, it's like a tutorial, is this thing that says share the graph. So if I go to share the graph, on the right corner, it gives me several options. Sometimes printing is if you actually have a printer, but sometimes you can print as a PDF. But one thing that is convenient is to go to share the graph and then choose export image. And when you export image, you're going to create an image file, either as PNG or JPEG, an image file that will be downloaded to your local computer.